All right, as promised, on the line, I've got Trevor Casey. He's the MD of Accident Angels. First of all, good afternoon, Trevor. How are you?
Hi, Nell. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. And yourself?
Very well, and good afternoon to your listeners out there.
Thank you for making time for us, Trevor. One of the biggest risks we face in South Africa is driving on our roads with no financial protection in the form of medical aid or other insurance. We know how difficult it is sometimes to afford that. Now, you can tell a compelling story of what happens if you're in a situation like this and how Accident Angels aims to prevent this from happening. Please tell us.
Well, I don't think we can prevent the accidents. I think that's really up to the responsibility of the road users. But what happens after a car accident for a lot of people tends to be a rather frustrating, aggravating, and a very sad story. Generally, in the event of a motor vehicle accident, an individual has to wait for a paramedic to arrive. And generally, the very first question that would get asked to a member of the public is, what medical benefits have you got in place? And based on your answer, your experience either is an amazing one where you go to a nice private medical facility, or you find yourself stuck in a queue at a state facility. So the experience tends to be either frustrating if you've got access to capital, or very frustrating if you don't have access to capital. And that's generally what Accident Angels attempts to achieve, and we do it with fairly large success across our members, where we put up the guarantees that ensure that our members are received at a private medical facility.
Trevor, just how many people in South Africa are without medical aid, more or less?
Well, currently, depending on which stats you look at, there's 58 million South Africans, of which only 15% of the populace has access to medical aid. So it's a luxury as opposed to a right, which is very sad, you know.
It should be a right. But that's where Accident Angels can help you, where they come in. What does Accident Angels specifically offer to South Africans?
So, inherently, what a medical scheme would provide benefits for is pretty much everything with regards to day-to-day, emergency treatment, chronic diseases. So, we wouldn't compete with the medical aid because the medical aid is very comprehensive. But like anything, it does tend to be very expensive, and you tend to get what you pay for. So what Accident Angels in essence provides to its members is peace of mind and comfort. You know, somebody driving on our roads today, the stats are horrendous.
Yes.
I mean, 800 people today, 800, eh? 800 people today will require medical treatment as a result of a car accident. 42 people are going to die on the roads today. And what's very concerning is if every third or fourth day a Kulula flight or a Mango flight fell out of the sky, none of us would fly. But the reality is we're so used to the horrendous stats. But 800 people are going to require medical treatment. And the frustrating reality is so very few. I would probably say sort of 80 to 100 people will be able to get received at a private medical facility. And it's very concerning because if you've got a young individual, you know, somebody who's 23, 24, 34, 35, sort of in that bracket where fit, healthy, they look after themselves, the biggest risk that they have is somebody driving towards them, texting their boyfriend or girlfriend, or somebody jumping a traffic light, and they just want to know that they're going to get received at a private medical facility. And that's really where we step in. You know, we put up the guarantees, we ensure that the client or our members are received there, and they're treated like any other private patient would be. So we call ourselves the uncle with the checkbook, or the father with the checkbook, that ensures that our members or our family are sort of received at a private medical facility. That's what we do.
Very comforting. And what else makes Accident Angels unique compared to other insurance offers?
So if you had to purchase a medical scheme is very, very comprehensive, but obviously it comes with a cost attached to it. If you had to buy a medical insurance policy, what a medical insurance policy generally does is that it's what we would call an income replacement. So you will get anywhere between sort of 1,000 Rand a day, sort of up to 5,000 Rand a day if you lie in hospital. The problem, the biggest challenge lies is those benefits tend to be very good after the fact. The biggest frustration is if you're lying on the side of the road and you're unconscious, semi-conscious, or partially incapacitated, the medical facility wants to know that you're going to be good for the money. So when you're incapacitated, the medical facility tends to be very concerned as to who's going to pay the bill.
Yeah.
So how we differentiate ourselves is we present our guarantee to the medical facility, and that is any of the private hospitals, Life, Netcare, Mediclinic, and any of the independent hospitals within the country. And the members received, like you would if you had a fully comprehensive medical scheme. The private facility is happy because they know they're going to get paid, and our client's delighted because he's getting treated in the way that he should be treated. How we also differentiate ourselves is we got a very assertive team of attorneys that process the road accident claim on behalf of all of our members. And because we've got expertise in that environment, the settlement that an individual would receive from the road accident fund tends to be substantially better than they would receive if they went it on their own. So we're looking to obviously recover costs where possible from the road accident fund. And if there's a loss of earnings, pain and suffering, or a death as a result of the car accident, those funds are distributed proportionally back to the member, and they receive a substantially better settlement than they would if they went it their own way.
I'm talking to Trevor Casey. He's the MD of Accident Angels. It's, in short, a service that ensures that each of their members get treatment in a private medical facility if they are involved in a motor vehicle accident, guaranteed, very affordable. Trevor, we've run out of time. Thank you so much. A last message from you to our listeners about Accident Angels.
Just a last message, and Anel, thank you very much for the privilege of being on your radio.
Thank you.
Thanks to all the listeners for listening. But what I would like to close out with is most of your listeners are going to be driving home after a hard day's work, and the last thing in the world you want to do is worry about where you would go. And if that concern goes through your mind, I can't highlight this enough. The best time to buy any benefit is when your foot's on the brake and you can try and speed dial, which is too late. I highly recommend you visit our website. It's accidentangels.co.za. That's accidentangels.co.za. Or any of your members or any of your listeners could SMS LIFE. That's as in the quality of life to 37079. That's life to 37079. And one of our trusted angels will be there to help you, guide you through the process. But if you're worried about where you're going to go, if you're in a car accident, I highly recommend going onto our site and checking out what we can offer.
Go to their website. I'm on the website now. There's also a live chat, so there's an angel who can help you. You can ask your questions to a person right there live on the website. Visit accidentangels.co.za, or as Trevor said, SMS the word LIFE to 37079. Trevor, thank you so much. Have a great evening. And we'll talk soon.
And thank you to your listeners, and those of you out there, drive safely.
Thank you, Trevor. Bye-bye.
Okay, take care.
Cheers.
If you're driving right now and you don't have medical aid, here's what's going to happen when you have a serious accident. Exactly. So either hope you have a guardian angel or get access to full private hospital care through Accident Angels for just 149 Rand a month. It's not much when it's a matter of life and death. Go to accidentangels.co.za.
Accident Angels is not a medical aid. Accident Angels is a registered credit provider.